I'm now going to work the problems from Mastery Card 1 for graphing linear functions in slope-intercept form. And question number 1, it's kind of cut off a little bit, so I rewrote the equation over here. I'm trying to figure out which one of these which one of these graphs matches this equation, which is in slope-intercept form. So that means that I am looking for a graph that has a y-intercept. Remember, the y-intercept is where it hits the y-axis of a -1, and a slope, aka rate of change, of 2/3. So I'm just going to narrow some stuff down here. So my y-intercept is always the easiest thing for me to figure out first. And this graph right here does hit at the -1. So that's a possibility. This one hits at the -1 also. That one hits at the -1 also. This one hits at the +1. So it's out. Now I'm going to look at the slope. Now a straight horizontal line like this, hopefully you remember, has a slope of 0. So this can't be the right one because I'm looking for one that has 2/3. And that takes it down to these two. So I'm going to find 2 points. So I got here and here. I'm going to find my rate of change. So this one goes up 1, 2, 3, and then over 1, 2. So this rate of change is 3/2, which is not the same as 2/3. Better double check though and just make sure this is the right one. So I'm going to find a point right here and right here. So it goes up 1, 2, and then over 1, 2, 3. 2/3, there's my rate of change. I should have picked B. Number 2 says to graph the function x is equal to 3. Remember that, and actually this isn't a function now that I'm sitting here looking at it. Whoops. So it's going to be a straight line, but it's not actually a function. So we've got an x, which is, or an equation, which x is equal to 3. So that means that, remember, x is the one that's right here. So that means that every single x value is a 3. So it's going to be a straight line, vertical, up and down. It would be good if I could draw a straight line here. So it's just going to be a vertical line straight through the x-axis, just to make sure. So if I were to write the ordered pair for this one, it would be over 3 and up 0. This one would be over 3 and up 3. And of course, I could pick some other points. This one would be over 3 and down 4. So in every single case, in all those ordered pairs, 3 is always your x value. So that means that x is equal to 3 in every case, which makes this a graph of x is equal to 3. Number 3, I need to graph an equation that has a y-intercept at -3 and a slope of 3/4. So my y-intercept means that it's going to hit the y-axis right down here at a -3. The slope, remember, is the same thing as rate of change. The top number tells whether I'm going up or down. The bottom one says left or right. So I'm going to go up to find my next point, 1, 2, 3. And then over 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I'm going up because this is a positive 3/4. So now that I've got these 2 points on my graph, I'm just going to connect my dots. And add arrows to the end. Those arrows indicate that you could keep going and putting on points in both directions forever and ever and ever. Because if I wanted to, I could go up 3 more and then over 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I just ran out of graph paper. But technically, I could keep adding points forever and ever and ever. So that's what those little arrows right there mean. Last but not least, it says write the equation in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is going to be y equals my mystery number x plus my y-intercept. So I'm going to figure out my rate of change first because that's the number that is going to go in front of my x. So I'm going to pick this point right here and this point right here. So go down and then over. So 1, 2, 3 down and then over 1. So that's a -3/1x, which simplifies to a course, negative 3x. And then it goes, the y-intercept is right there at 2. So this will be negative 3x plus 2.